Hello, can everyone hear me on YouTube? Thumbs up, please. Sound, sound awesome. Cool. Um, why am I hearing myself?
You probably have YouTube open.
Hmm?
You probably have YouTube open.
I have. Why am I hearing myself? Oh, because I have this. I see.
I'll mute yourself. Oh, you can't actually.
Okay, is that better? Okay, cool. All right. Hello, everybody. We're gonna just kick off. So I am your new Hack Day Happiness Champion. Yay! So my goal here is to serve you and to make everyone have a great Hack Day. And this is going to be a 3-month reign, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. So for everyone who's on the YouTube video, the room is full of people. We have Rowan here, and also new joiner as well as Alberto. Yay! Welcome. So we are going to a few things I'm going to bring up is that I solicit feedback, so please don't feel that you need to wait until you're one-to-one with David to give feedback on pack days. Just talk to me or do anonymous feedback, and we're going to try to also bring back more cross like Tes, basically hacking with all the other teams, including product teams and so on that we've done in December. And also rest assured that the prize that's been promised to the team that won at the hackathon actually has been granted, where the developers will get extra time to work on the winning solution. So hooray, timetable team. Okay, okay, so as you've noticed that we're trialing out this new thumbs up vote. It helps us, I guess, get a sense of what people are interested in. And since we have an overwhelming number of hack day ideas this time, thank you very much. We're going to actually only present the ones that's got a thumbs up. So, but don't worry, the ones that perhaps you slipped it in a bit too late, it will get carried forward to the next hack day. So it's all fair and happy. Cool. So without further ado, we're
Are you
going
saying
to...
we have to hack on the ones presented, or can we hack on what we want?
You can hack on what you want to hack, but
Yeah,
but
you can
in
hack on...
future you should have given it a thumbs up.
Yes. I just want to come up with score.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
The ones that already have traction get a sales pitch. That's capitalism.
all right. So the way how it's going to go, we're going to try to finish as quickly as possible. We will get the people to present the idea if they're here or on Hangout. Please shout if you are available to present, or else I'm just going to recite it in my lovely voice. And okay, so first up is teacher stories, and this is pitched by Bridget.
Yeah.
Please fire away.
So I try to be quick. So when you're a teacher, and some of you might have been teachers, there's lots of things happening in your life. You're going to work in different schools. You're going to teach different kind of students, different classroom. And I think there is really a need to collect all those memories, good and bad. And, there are some kind of bad memories when you're a teacher as well. So it's not just about your career, but it's much richer than that. And we asked a few teachers, how do they do that today? And some are creating folders, some have got Google Drives, some scan little notes that their students might be giving them, at the end of the school year. Some kind of put photos of school trips. So it's a really rich repository of content, which right now is scattered and is often offline. So why not offering teachers a way of kind of gathering all that content around what would be, of course, my career experience, the evidence around what I've delivered, and that could be lessons and portfolio of evidence, but also some softer memories, which might be, private in some cases. The other challenge we found is that many teachers don't want to use Facebook to doing that. We would do that on Facebook probably because they think it's very tricky and that pupils might be able to find stuff, they shouldn't find. So the idea for them to be able to have a place where they would do that, which would be mapping to some of their, the way they work and the structure of memories, which is specific to a teacher, and being able to decide what is private and public. And maybe when they change jobs, being able to pull a few things which are private to just show as evidence or examples or references is fairly appealing. And yesterday we did a focus group. We really wanted to get ready for today. Some of them told us, you're really on something interesting. And then another one told us, build it now. So I'm saying, hack it now. So that's, our story. And, partners in crime are Mike and Alex. And we have even a few mock-ups if you're interested, but we can share that a bit later. So that's my pitch.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll know, get Bridget and Mike Shaw involved if you're going to be hacking away on this one. And Alex. Okay, next. Add a stats transport. Oh, right. No vote. Exactly. Fantastic. Now, the next one is we're going to move on to this one. Spike bundling with Webpack. Babel. Tom. Okay, go fire away.
We mostly use Webpack to generate client-side bundles, which we send to everyone who accesses our website. When you bundle, Webpack has gotten much more chatty recently about the fact that we're sending the customer clients 4 meg, 3 meg, 2 meg client-side bundles. It has tools built into it to split those up automatically. You can use system imports to break those down so you only load the pages you actually want to load, but we're not using it anywhere in this department yet. This is a Spike to see if we can establish the patterns that we could then spread around every app. If it's easy, then good. If it's not, then we can try something else. But to be using technology that has the solution built into it and not be using it seems churlish. So that.
Thank you. And I'm just curious, who's the one who put the thumbs up?
That's Tom.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yay.
you know
See,
who
that's
to
good
talk
practice,
to
Jeff.
if you want
Thumbs up, you're
to
annoying.
play. Cool. All right. Now we're gonna skip the next one, but again, we'll go to the next hack day. Don't worry, Tom. So next one is Clifton's idea on tutor directory.
I think this is mostly Peter's idea. I just put it back in for him. So I don't know if you want to talk about it. Do you want to talk about it, Peter? Or? I don't know if I've
Why not?
written it correctly, but
My idea was parents can search Tes to find tutors to tutor their kids, and teachers can also then volunteer to become tutors. So whether that will be teachers would meet online with the tutors, or it would be sort of like face-to-face in a location, but whether we can get some together and actually flesh out the idea in terms of, because that's basically the idea, have something a bit more concrete that we can actually build and go forward.
We have 8,000 teachers who said they would be interested in tutoring. Is that right?
Yeah, 8,000 already inside the tutor.
Yeah. We just don't have any ability to search them.
So we half built a procurement directory for
Yeah.
teaching suppliers.
Yeah.
We'd leverage the same kind of UI and search. I just don't know where we get those 8,000. Do we have a data? And we can.
If you adjust Tes Recruiter.
Yeah. Yes, we definitely do. So I think the interesting thing in this is we have all the pieces. We just have to put them together.
And you could also put in Ruan's brilliant video thing for doing video
Chat. Exactly.
Which
Yeah.
may not have any votes. I haven't checked.
We could merge these two things together, perhaps, if people are interested in pushing that forward.
I know someone else who wants to use the video as well for another part of the business.
Cool.
Okay. Nice. Thanks,
Very
Peter.
promising. It's got 4 thumbs up. Now, next one.
Q&A.
Okay,
Again,
Q&A.
I put this one in really on behalf of Brigitte and the team. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this.
Stack Overflow for teachers.
Basically.
We have actually done some user testing around it with teachers, and largely, would it be more logical to have the answers to their questions showing more prominently rather than going through 3 pages of forum posts? Yes. So it would be brilliant to explore how we can do that either via Drupal or via Zenforo or whatever way we can.
Yep.
Or in addition, who knows?
Progressively, I think it's 10%, but I think it's transition slowly.
I think, yeah, it would probably be instead because the mechanics different, but we would probably, to bootstrap it, you could go get all the previous kind of Q&A forum posts and migrate them into this. Yep.
My only question is that where on the I asked it tomorrow, but where on the site would it sit?
Who knows?
I mean, as a starting point, if you wanted to do a quick, I'd swap out some of the links in community. So when people are going in for like workplace dilemmas, swap it out so they go in and then they actually ask it here instead where you can find it. Yep. Starting point.
Yep. Okay.
We've got user feedback.
Sorry, can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Good. What was that, David? Oh.
Just in
case.
No?
No, we've lost him. It's all right.
Okay. All right. We'll wait for David to resurrect.
Cool.
Save your questions. Now. Next.
So the next one. So the next one is fork resource. So this is just again sort of along the similar idea around are there things that we can do within the resources platform that make it more social? So obviously, we're all familiar with forking a repository in GitHub. Can we have some model that allows people to kind of fork a resource, make changes to it, and we kind of maintain that lineage and attribution back to the previous author, which again tries to kind of build this sort of idea of the community building on top of each other's work to improve, outcomes overall. Again, this is probably a question of what does it look like versus a technical solution, but I think very interesting. So the next one is sort of linked again into resources. So one of the challenges in resources at the moment is obviously when you download or buy anything, it all just ends up in this big, horrible, long list. Could we kind of rethink that a little and put something in place that feels a little bit more intuitive and is sort of makes them feel like the things that they've downloaded or purchased on Tes are more readily available in a sort of a model that they better understand, like Dropbox. So it's more of a presentation sort of layer, but actually something that lets them kind of feel like they're managing their resources within Tes.
Out of interest, can people push stuff to Dropbox at the moment?
Not at the moment. We've got a save to Google Drive, I think, we put in for Google Classroom, but it's turned off at the moment.
Drive.
Yeah, it's send to Google Classroom. Yeah, and that may be another angle of this actually is just sort of send a resource to Dropbox or Google Drive.
Next one is duplicate resources.
Yeah, so this is a question we get quite a lot in the community at the moment, where basically people, and the particular use case is people download a free resource, they make either no or tiny changes to it, upload it as a paid resource, and stick a price on it. Obviously, this annoys the original author, depending on what license it's under and whether they're still active. And it would be good if we could just flag the fact that somebody uploaded a resource that exists. By caches of content or some other to try and identify that basically someone's uploaded the exact same asset that already exists. There's a report of use button that goes into our moderation content.
Jake already built that for comparing job ads.
Yeah, I think this is slightly different. We probably have to compare the actual assets like jobs.
You pull out the tech.
Yep.
And then just compare the
Potentially. Yeah, so some basically, and ultimately what we get out of the content. Someone uploaded that looks like an exact dupe of that.
Could you make to Meta into so if they were to upload it, it would have.
There's a question from Matt Betiolo. People on what about tags for downloaded resources?
What about tags for downloaded resources?
Oh right.
What about them?
What about them?
Cool.
Next one is simulate MSL messages, and it's proposed by I guess the H2O team, school portal team.
Yes.
Anybody wants to pitch?
Yeah, it's so H2O communicates with a bunch of other systems in other parts of the business, and it's super tricky currently to develop with actions and messages from those other systems in mind, because we can't make them happen ourselves. We often actually have to ridiculously go and ask people upstairs to do stuff. So what we're pitching here is just some sort of little tool that could simulate the messages that get sent to the various queues. Yes. Have you already made it?
They exist.
Can you give it to us? Can you give it
That's
to us?
easy. There you go.
Hacked already.
Join that portal team there. All right, well, cheers.
All right, we're already making progress. Now, the next one
Auto tag.
is a pretty big one.
Is Nick around?
Auto tagging resources.
Nick's not here.
Nick around?
So I guess this one is, an idea I think's been floating around for a while, which is as a resource is uploaded, could you scan its content and suggest a set of tags in our taxonomy rather than forcing the author to tag them all manually? Yep. That looks pretty popular.
That could be combined with the detection.
Could do, yeah.
Especially if we're shoving meta stuff in there.
Indeed, yep.
Okay. And then the next one is timetable application. I guess this is the extension from the winner of the December hackathon. Does anyone want to pitch?
Smoothie online or?
Hello. So can you hear me?
Yep.
So as you know, we won the last, actually a couple of hackathons ago, but of course we didn't deliver because the project is just too big to be finished in a single hackathon, of course. And so we are going to go on. We are particularly focused on creating a widget, a proper widget as a timetable widget, and a proper algorithm, and trying to finish the project off.
Sounds good.
Cool, thank you. Next, we have the skills matrix. Everybody knows what that is.
So just quickly on this one, as most of you guys have been through the skills matrix review, you're aware that it is a big, arduous manual process right now. It's not going to work again when we have to do it again in about 3 months. I could use some help to make it into a tool. So if anybody wants to help out, that would be fantastic. I will be working on this.
Thank you, David. Now we'll skip the offline working and test clients. Put them via Marco.
This is, I guess Marco and I talked about this a lot, which is we have a whole range of APIs at Tes. We communicate between different services using all sorts of different mechanisms, technologies, HTTP clients. Would it be beneficial to have a single version test client that also covered things like mocking out those services for tests and other features, authentication, other various bits and bobs? What would that look like? And as some people say, I want to downvote down this road leads hell. So there's obviously downsides as well as upsides. We should explore them.
Okay, cool.
Who knows?
Next one up is Drupal logs, data into Datadog. Scott? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I realised that I'm still the single point of failure for quite a few things, and no one really checks the logs because they don't have access to them. So we should put them into Datadog, which it's almost done. There's just a bit of. I was working with Daniel to do it. Just need to get it over the line, and it's done, and never need to worry about it again.
Cool.
Sounds good. Next one. Test video chat platform. Rowan.
Yeah, so I think we've been chatting over the last couple months about a few potential applications for having some sort of video chat within Tes. So one was the idea of tutoring other people, and one was the idea of mentoring other teachers, so tutoring students and mentoring teachers, and interviews within ATS was another one. So what I thought would be cool is if we had a service that provided some sort of video chat server functionality and perhaps a module that provided the kind of corresponding UI. So Andrea built something a couple of hack days ago. I built something a hack day ago, and it might be cool to put some stuff together and see if we can get something consumable. Kind of maybe as a potential experiment in having something that's a Tes platform service. It might even be something if we ended up adding kind of teacher-specific or collaboration-specific tools to it, it might be interesting to people outside of Tes. Particularly the interviewee stuff, maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
Cool. Next one, sorry, Greg. try the next one. .NET Core to Live.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was a .NET developer once.
Yeah.
A lot has changed in the last few years. It's become quite an interesting landscape. .NET Core is now out, which is cross-platform, works anywhere. You can Dockerize it, you can push it into Linux. It's quite an interesting rule, I think. I think I want to do a spike, have a play with something, build a service, so we can get it into live. Maybe implement endpoints, maybe TSL, modern TSL environment. Perhaps a little bit smarter.
Cool.
Time. So I think it'd be quite a nice spike to do it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. So next one is Zoom Rooms FTW.
For the win.
I don't understand what's FTW.
For the win. For the win.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Gabriel's online or.
So he is not online and asked me to read his. He's having a hard time connecting from mobile. Can you all hear me? Yes.
Hi, Noah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that this
Hello.
is the first time we're having basically a hackathon across all 4 time zones, which is pretty amazing. And Noah is from our US team. Thanks for waking up early. Fire away.
Yeah, nice to see this in real time. So in my worst student attempt, the Gabriel's first one is Zoom Rooms. So a URL where you can see the current Zoom rooms available to jump on. And you can, I guess you all can see Clifton's face light up when he realizes we don't have to pay for a Zoom account for every user. Yeah, so that was the first one. Gabriel, sorry, go ahead.
So Zoom is like a version of Hangouts that actually works.
That's what they all
Zoom is
No, it does actually work. It's very good. But it's expensive.
Oh, okay.
So to give everybody access or a license would actually cost a huge amount of money. So a contractor who worked with the San Francisco team last year basically built an app that they had like a set of accounts, and then you could basically see who's in them. So the rooms are always there. And you just jump into the rooms. So we're going to recreate that.
In resources.
Sorry? No, they won't open source it. But they told us how they did it. So.
In resources, we've pretty much been using our stand-up link
Yeah.
across the team every day.
Yeah. Cool.
Sounds great.
The next one, also in terms of shared features, shared Outlook. So it'd be nice to have a place where we can see everyone's travel, vacation, hack days, general team information, all in one place via Outlook. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to do that across the globe. We have our own San Francisco wiki, but it'd be nice to do one Tes-wide one.
Yep.
Looks like Gabriel has quite a few. Okay. His next was Outlook email lists.
I think we created one of these yesterday, didn't we? Is that
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Done.
we can check this off.
Yes,
Yeah.
Fantastic. I didn't put that thumbs up next to. So I think the next one is the sales API.
Mhm. So we can record when there's a Tes sale on resources and add the discount to stop reindexing resources manually. Okay, so when we have a sale right now, we're manually adding discounts to new resources, which is a pretty crazy system. So add the sale info to sales API and add a discount if needed as part of the resource API flow on create update. And then also in the course of this, he asks to remove the reindex job from Jenkins.
I added that, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Any questions on that one or move on?
Yeah, and then I think we've got a last.
All right. Deployment health check output. So when a deployment fails the health check, we need to SSH and Docker exec everything just to realize it was caused by a missing dependency, etc. The solution should be a health check fails. If the health check fails, cat the last 50 lines for the service name's error log and log since the error will probably be there.
Yep.
So it's avoiding a lot of SSHing and Docker execing to figure everything out.
Cool. Sounds good.
Um,
And everybody else failed.
No, not that everyone. But I would just say that trying not running through all the ideas was time management, kind of time sensitive way approach. But I would say we're pretty successful. But anyone who feels strongly about their idea and want to find a fellow hacker mate, please just come and we will highlight your idea of the ones that perhaps were slipped in last minute and didn't get talked about. But of course, you're free to hack on any ideas you want. We're very democratic here, as you can see. Any takers?
Does anybody want to talk about one of the other ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I spoke to Steve okay, shoot, and he seems he's showed interest in the thing as well, as well. And I also come down to get some ideas, try to remote teaching.